Well, Allison should know. What do you
is
say to that,
internet
Allison?
anyway?
Internet is that
Massive computer
right,
network.
the one that's becoming really big now.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
Dust off your AOL floppy disk, hook up your modem to your phone line, because we're dialing back to 1997 to look at the first Star Wars action figure given away on the internet. Welcome back to the junk room, everybody. Guess who it is? You know who it is. I'm not even going to tell you. It's the Junk Man. And I'm not even going to tell you where we are. Back in the junk room. And I'm not going to tell you what we're doing today. We're making another video. Daily video. Can you believe it? I said today, I think I'll take a break. Don't think I'll do a video today. And here I am. Who else gives you daily useless content but the Junk Man? Okay, not daily, but close to it. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to step away from the 80s, where we normally spend a lot of the time here, and we're going to go to 1997, to Star Wars fever. The Star Wars toys were back in stores since 1995, and they were a huge hit. And Star Wars was huge again thanks to the special edition release. And one thing really huge at this time was the internet. I know you little kids out there think the internet is something new, but no, we had the internet in the 90s. In fact, I remember logging on to CompuServe in the late 80s. But let's put the two together, the internet and Star Wars toys. What do you get? Well, you get the first official release of a Star Wars figure given away and sold through the internet. Now today, that doesn't sound like anything special at all. Most of you probably buy most of your Star Wars toys online. You know you can't find them at the damn store. But this was something new, not just for Star Wars toys. A lot of people didn't buy offline because at this time, although some websites would take your credit card, you mostly had to write a check or a money order, send it out, and wait 2,000 weeks and you might get the toy or not. Now what was this Melloway figure? Believe it or not, it was a monk. No, not your normal kind of monk. This was a Star Wars droid monk. In fact, his name is, oh God, let me see if I know I'm going to say it wrong. Biomar Monk? Check those comments, because it seems like every video I say a word long. I guess those 5 years of speech therapy class I had as a kid didn't really pay off. I wonder if Mom can get a refund. The Bilmar Monk was a droid that we saw in the Jabba Palace. It looked like a spider with a brain inside this glass jar, which always reminded me of that movie, The Man with Two Brains. Because I think Steve Martin kept brains in a jar with liquid also. So when I saw that spider droid, even as a kid, my mind went to Steve Martin's The Man with Two Brains. But you didn't click here to hear me ramble about a great Steve Martin movie. You're here to find out more about this figure. Now, the figure was first announced in 1997 at Toy Fair. Not much information was given away at Toy Fair, other than it would be an exclusive figure sold and given away on the Star Wars Hasbro website. Before we look at how you could buy this figure, let's look at how you could have got it free. Starting on August 1st, 1997, you could log in to the Star Wars Hasbro website, answer some trivia questions. You could be one of the lucky winners to get the free Monk droid figure. Now, this sounds easy, but let's talk about the internet in 1997. First, the trivia contest was done by Flash software. I guess you still see Flash on the internet today, but it's a lot better than it was then. Seems like it always wants you to download the latest plugin to use Flash. So let's say you got your Flash updated and you went to the Star Wars site to try out for this trivia contest. They only did it at certain times of the day, so that meant every Star Wars collector online went to the website this time. The website was so slow. You could be in the middle of these trivia questions and the whole thing could just crash down or freeze up. Or even worse, you could be answering question 13 and your mom could pick up the telephone and knock you offline. You kids don't know how bad it was to have dial-up. If that wasn't bad enough, these questions, which was made by Steven Sansweep, were tough questions. I mean, they didn't ask you stuff like, who is C-3PO's mother? Or they didn't ask you stuff from the movie, like what blew up on R5D4. No, this was mostly EU stuff. Stuff that only the hardcore nerds would know. Let's take a look at one of the sample questions. Jedi Master screw it, instructs his students. As you can see, you have 3 choices to pick from, and I have no clue, even today, what the answer is. But apparently the answer was answer C. The Jedi Master, what's-his-face, instructed his students on a platform hidden in the clouds of Bespin. Not only was these hard questions and the internet was slow, guess what? They were timed. You had a time limit. Now, leading up to this giveaway contest, they went all out, where they would do a blog. I don't know if we called it blogs back then, but they would do a blog letting you know about the production of the figure. Here's the look at the website of how it looked back then. The production of the Bo Omar Monk. For the first time ever, Kenner is going to offer you a chance to get a special Star Wars figure special from this website. From that page, you're just a few clicks away. Once you enter the hunt for the Ultimate Bounty Hunter webpage, you have rules to read before playing the game. I don't know if I would call this thing the Ultimate Bounty Hunter. I mean, it's a walking spider with a brain in a jar. I mean, how ultimate of a bounty hunter can it be? I don't even know how this thing would fly ships. Before starting the trivia contest, you had to agree with the terms of the rules, and also had to get your Shockwave Flash updated. Now I remember my friend would come over and we would spend a lot of times on the website trying to win this figure. I did reach out to him today and he told me, yes, we did win it, or at least he did win it. Said he won up to 5 of them. That's the thing, I don't think there was any limit on what you could win if you were able to get through all the questions without the site freezing up, crashing, or running out of time. And although I remember having this figure also, I can't say for sure if I won it, but he probably won it for me and gave it to me, being we were kind of working as a team. But I did find a list of the winners, and I didn't see my name or his name on that list. Screwed over by Hasbro once again. As you can see here was a full list of all the winners, their full name, their city, and their state. So if you find someone local to you that won this figure, you could go over their house and kick their ass and take it. Now what about the people that couldn't win this? There had to be a way for them to get it also. Well, after the contest, you could buy the figure off the website for $5.99 plus $1.99 shipping and handling. The special internet action figure from Kenner. As you can see from their website, fans can only order 50 per household. You only could get 50, only 50. No wonder these things are all over eBay. And this was the old days of the internet. You had to print out this order form, attach a check or money order, and mail it in. And the offer would expire on March 31st, 1998, or while supplies last. Apparently people were so eager to get their figure that they ordered or won, the website had a list of questions that were most commonly asked. Like this one right here. I have not received my monk yet. What should I do? And it goes on to tell you how they're currently shipping and some are on back order and will not be shipped until June because of the demand. Telling you to please be patient and it will arrive shortly. Little off topic, but it looks like Jim was no longer able to post on the Star Wars toy news groups. Now this was the internet, so you know us Star Wars collectors came together to cheat at those trivia questions. Cause, like I said, they were hard. Most of us would not know them at all. Thanks to online message boards like Rebel Scum and Sir Steve Guide and the Collectors News Group, we had the answers. As you can see from this news group post, Matthew gave us all the correct answer. So when did this thing show up? Well, the contest started on August 1st, and by the end of September, we started getting reports of people getting the figure. From this one dated at the end of September 1997, Mr. Gray made a post describing what he got at home. So let's take a look at the figure you did get in the mail. Of course, like any other thing mailed out from Hasbro this time, you got it in a plain, boring white box. And here's a look at the box. Inside, of course, you would get instructions on how to put together your Bo Omar Monk. As you can see here, the figure was not put together and in a plastic bag. So altogether, you got the shipping box, the instructions, and the figure. And put together, if you ask me, this is an impressive looking figure. Although creepy, it's a very good looking figure, although the one I had, one of the legs would usually pop off. So you couldn't get those trivia questions. You couldn't order it online because your mom wouldn't give you a check. So what do? You don't want to support a scalper. Well, as you can guess, like always, Hasbro released this on a card, but you had to wait till 2004. The figures were released as part of the Jabba's Palace set, which came with 3 figures, if you can call them figures. I don't even know what this squid looking thing is. Although there was a difference between the 2 figures. The one you got off the internet had blue liquid inside the jar, while the one released on card in 2004 had more of a red liquid. Other than that, the figures are basically the same. Now, when me and my friend was trying to get this back in 1997, we thought, hey, by the year 2020, we'll be able to sell the ones that we won in this contest and retire and move to a beach somewhere. Didn't plan out as we hoped. Just like those damn Death of Superman comic books. So what's this going for now? Well, back then it was $5.99 plus $1.99 shipping. So you would spend about $8 for it online. Well, wouldn't you know? That's about the going rate for it on eBay. I'm not joking. It sells for about $8. But if you're in no hurry, and it's been out since 1997, so I don't think you're in a great hurry, you can find it a lot cheaper than that. And it is eBay, so probably some fool probably paid $80 to have it graded and behind glass. So you probably could pay a lot more if you like to waste your money. Anyway, that's a look at the first Star Wars action figure given away on the internet. Although I'm not sure, it might be the first ever action figure sold or given away on the internet. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. In the comments below, let me know what words I said wrong. And also, did you have this? Do you remember trying to do the trivia contest? Or did you just wait it out and buy it online? Let me know in the comments below. And until the next video, subscribe to the channel, thumb up this one, and we will talk again. Their full name, their city, and their state. So you could head over to the house. So if you wanted to, you could head to their house. So if you find someone local to you that won this figure, you could go over their house and kick their ass and take it.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.